So I am here with George Pérez. If any of you know anything about comics, then you know this man. So this is just a great honor to be sitting here talking to you right now.
Oh, thank you.
First of all, is there anything that you're working on right now?
Oh, yes. I'm actually working on my own creator series called She Devils for Boom Entertainment. It's the first time I've actually done work outside of the main three companies in quite a number of years. So it's kind of nice to be able to not only swim in the pool, but make the pool. So it's enjoyable. And Boom is a wonderful environment to be working in. They're allowing me a lot of creative freedom and very, very supportive.
Mm-hmm. Now, with you being, kind of a celebrity and everything, is there anything, like anybody that you've met that you would consider it to be an honor to have met them?
Oh, I've met so many.
Oh
gosh. Again, this year marks my 40th year in the industry. I've been fortunate. In fact, I was reminiscing with some friends about that I have had the sheer luck of meeting so many of the people who helped build this industry because of my age and the time I grew up and came into the industry, and got to meet Stanley actually called me into his office when I drew my first issue of Fantastic Four, because he liked what I did, but never didn't recognize the name.
That's
and
awesome.
He wanted to meet, and he gave me my first raise. So Stan and I have known each other now for 38, 39 years, and I'm always amazed that he still couldn't remember me, considering how much I've changed since I was 21 years old. And I met Jack Kirby and Wally Wood on the same day. And I got to share a panel with them on that day. Wow. There's just so many giants. I met both Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, who created Superman, Bob Kane, who co-created Batman, and so many others. And finding so many actors and other performers who are comic fans. And at one point, an actor, Bill Mumy, who was Will Robinson on Lost in Space, he had seen me and my wife dancing at a convention and didn't want to bother us by interrupting. So he introduced himself and he said, "And I have another friend who's a fan of yours, but he did not want to impose, but he just wanted to say hello." And it ended up being Mark Hamill.
So
I said, "Oh my God!" And I saw something similar when I saw Frank Miller, who had just done Ronin, be introduced to a person who was a big fan of his, and it turned out Frank was a fan of his as well. It was David Carradine, who was an enormous fan of Frank's Ronin. I said, "Wow, what a great world we're in! We're such fans. We're all geeks to each other. We're all nerds."
Yeah, exactly. You see somebody else's work in the industry, and you just to see somebody else doing what you also love, it just must be so cool to be able to share that with all these people.
And I'm still, a fan of, and particularly, of course, as time goes by and so many have gone on, you get to really, really appreciate those I've had the honor of meeting, particularly, and especially those who are still with us, and those who have gone on. The fact that it was nice having a friendship with Nick Cardy. The fact that Neil Adams considers me a contemporary. He would send me emails, and it's like, and he was the first artist I ever met and gave my first professional criticism, and I have blisters to this day.
I was gonna say, like that was a good criticism.
Well, but the thing is, it was an honest criticism. It was harsh, but as he would point out, he's not my parent. He's not there to put my picture out in the refrigerator. If I expect to be paid, I expect to meet professional standards. And the fact that recently he introduced me to his son, then now I'm the professional, and he's introducing other people to that. It was a nice turnout. And giving Neil all credit and his due is that, as harsh as he was also one of the first to congratulate me when I made it, when I turned pro.
That's awesome.
No. He is a man of firm conviction but incredible integrity.
That's incredible. Okay, now I do have to ask specifically, because we are at the Marble City Comicon, is there one thing in particular here that you've loved, like, over everything else? Anybody you've interacted with? One of the events maybe that you were a part of?
Well, in this case, unfortunately, I go to so many conventions that I only see the convention area and not much else, so that they start looking alike. But in my case, there was a friend who started out as a fan, who I had met, close to 3 decades ago, who happens to live in Knoxville, And I had dinner with him and his wife yesterday, and that was enjoyable. I mean,
That's
the fact that
awesome.
with all the traveling I've done and all the people I've met, I've gotten friends and family now all across the world, and that's always wonderful. The fact that I can go to another country and people will know who I am, and I know who they are, and of course because of the social media, that's become even better. Like, so many people have said, "Oh, you're the person I've been writing to on Facebook," and that's wonderful. And I do take pride in being accessible to my fans, so that there isn't that just the assembly line approach of just signing books and going by. When they come to my line, they are at that point the only focus of my attention. And if they want their photos taken, I don't like being photographed at the table in between us. I go over there, or they come back, depending on how crowded it is. And wrap my arms around them because hey, without them, I have no career. So I am very, very grateful for the nerds of the world. Hello, this is George Pérez. You are watching NerdSync, and if you don't know that, then you're probably on the wrong channel right now.